Well, fortunately, the Belarus started right up today. I had a lot of trouble getting it started a couple days ago after it had been sitting for a number of months. It did not want to start after a lot of cranking, and then it kind of raced. And I killed it and restarted it, and it raced a couple times before it settled down. So I posted about that on a tractor forum, and it was suggested to me that the injector pump over here could be sticking a little bit. The fuel in this tractor is pretty old, and there's what's in the barrel isn't any newer. So what was suggested was I put some 2-cycle oil in here. Boy, that's kind of rusty, isn't it? Wow. I don't know why that would be. At any rate, some 2-cycle oil and some diesel fuel conditioner. So that's what I'm going to do here. Alright, I put about a half a quart of 2-cycle oil and 8 ounces of diesel fuel conditioner in here. I had filled the tank the last time I used this the other day, and I only did a little bit of mowing. So I think that's about the recommended dosage of this. The idea being that maybe the injector pump's sticking and the diesel fuel doesn't have enough lube in it. Fuel is old, it doesn't look bad. This is not biodiesel. But we got this boom on here, and what I'm going to do with that is we got this tongs, and I got a chain, and we're going to go down over there and try to drag some of those logs out. Well, it's just kind of a baby branch compared to the rest of them out here, but gives you an idea what I'm doing with this tongs. And I'll be hopefully dragging off some of the larger ones once I get some of the smaller brush cut up. I have done this before. Well, that big log over there, I'll have to cut the tips off, but I should be able to drag the bulk log out of here with this. I've done one about that size in the past. Alright, drag that baby log and branch here out to the brush pile. Just need to unhook this tongs here so it doesn't catch on the log when I lift the boom back up, and I'll go back for another one. Alright, this log is a little bit more worthy than the other one. By no means a monster log. So we got it hanging on the tongs here, and we'll take it out to the pile. The 3-point on that Belarus tends to slowly sink. You can hear it making a ticking noise, and then the tree is slowly sinking. So you got to kind of nudge the lever every so often, which is unfortunate. All right, we got a log on the tongs that had a branch that came with. Got to re-hook it a couple times because it fell off or was pulling sideways crooked, so it would catch on things as I'm trying to go down the little path here. So we're taking this one out to the pile as well. It's been spotty, overcast, or sunny today. It's not too hot. It's in the mid-70s. The humidities came up though. So someone like me who isn't in the best physical shape from a desk job, it is pretty warm and sweaty right now. So we're taking this one out to the pile here. This corn looks better than it did the other day. You can see the field road here is a little bit wet from the rain we had, a couple inches, well, was it yesterday morning, last night, 2 nights ago. Alright, I'm approaching the pile, and I'm going to have to maneuver around and get this thing dumped off. So, I cut this big side branch off here, off the main trunk, That goes quite a ways over there. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hook the tractor on the butt end of it and drag the whole thing out to the pile. And then maybe I'll cut it up out there. That way I can save how many trips out there. And then maybe hopefully I can borrow the neighbor's tractor again with the loader bucket and then push it all into the pile better, because I don't have a bucket on any of my tractors. And actually the Belarus is the only one running right now, and the antique one that does have a loader bucket on it is crank start, and I haven't used it for a few years and I didn't want to start then, so it's not really an option. But yeah, gonna plug away at this. I think we'll drag the whole thing out there and cut it up later. Try to save some too many trips out to the pile if I cut this in small pieces here. Well, it took me several attempts. The tongs kept slipping off as this branch kind of rolled around, pulling it out of where it was. But I finally do have it out here, and I'm gonna take it off to the pile back that way. Hopefully it doesn't fall off again. Very annoying. And probably I'm just gonna drop it back there so that I can cut it up at a later time and hopefully borrow the neighbor's tractor with the loader on it and push it into the pile. Alright, I'm at the brush pile with this fairly significant log branch thing. Let's see how big that is. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Certainly I'm just going to drag it alongside, then cut up the smaller pieces later and throw them on the pile. That's probably what I'll do. I don't know if I'll do it on the end here or around the side. Probably makes more sense. Yeah. Try to keep the pile as compact as one can, unless I can get that tractor. Alright, I managed to get that parked pretty close here along the side of the pile. I'm pretty happy with that actually, and I may not need to cut any of the smaller branches off to pitch them on the pile proper. It's pretty tucked in here for now at least, and not in the path of coming in here with more stuff. So I might just leave that as is. Yeah, well, I'll have to get more stuff. Alright, we got another pretty major large branch cut off that main trunk to drag out. So let's go take a look at our progress back here. Slow but sure. I don't know how much more I'll get done today. So we got the big log here, a couple large branches cut off, some smaller ones cut off. That's actually a separate tree back there. So we're making some progress here. And it's too bad about the corn. There ain't much I can do about that. It's going to get some damage. We'll see if I can get into that stuff maybe later this week a little bit. At any rate, I'll keep plugging away at this. Well, I decided to call it for the day. It's not real late, but I'm tired, and it's getting very overcast and very quiet. There's rain and good chance of rain in the forecast this evening and overnight, so I'm gonna go work on something in the shed for a little while. And it's supposed to be a sunny day tomorrow. So I got a bunch of small branches piled up here that I'll have to load in the trailer. But I think I made some decent progress on getting this cleaned up back here. Some bigger logs that dragged out. This one's huge, and we'll see what happens with that, because I have another chainsaw that's slightly bigger than the one I have been using, but it's still not big enough for this, and We'll see if I can't get this large log dragged out of here. We'll see how well it's attached to its root ball yet. But yeah, there's definitely some damage in the field, of course. And that stuff over there, let's see if we can work on that yet in the next couple days. My goal is mostly to get this metal that was on the other side of the roof of this old chicken barn replaced. I have it on order, it's ready to pick up, so I'm hoping to go do that right away in the morning and then work on that for part of the day and maybe resume on this tree stuff. All right.